say something?
I just wondered if you wanted to say something. Like maybe apologize. This is very big of you, Teresa. Extremely big of you. I'm impressed.
I'm glad.
I couldn't believe it, Teresa, when you said those things to me.
Like what?
Like selfish and egotistical. Things that were totally untrue and totally vicious. I just never knew you were that sort of person. Have you talked to Dylan lately? Don't talk to me about Dylan. And don't talk to me about the way I broke up with him. I don't owe him anything. And if I choose not to go out with him, that's entirely my own business. Do you understand that?
All right.
Good.
But I still don't think I have anything to apologize for, since I meant every word I said.
Do me a favor, Teresa. Drop dead.
This afternoon, right after school, I'm going to have it out with him.
Look, I know you and Mr. Williams don't exactly get along.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the way he's wrecking our chances for the playoffs. I don't know what the guy thinks he's doing.
Well, he is the coach.
And I'm the captain, which means it's up to me to talk some sense into him. The playoffs are a week away, and all of a sudden he's trying to switch us over to a balanced offense.
What's wrong with that?
Because we're not that sort of team, Jake. All season long, the offense has been built around one shooter.
Yeah, you.
That has nothing to do with it. I don't care who it is. I'm just saying you can't check out an entire offensive scheme a week before the playoffs. How can you disagree with that?
I don't know. Whatever. Do what you like.
So what are you so cheerful about?
Doesn't matter.
You're not still feeling all tragic about Courtney, are you? Jake, come on. It's simple. If you're all hung up on her, then tell her.
It's not that simple. She's my friend.
It'd be simpler if she was your enemy.
She sees me as just a friend, Matt. I know that. A good friend, but nothing more. So what if I tell her how I really feel and she decides she can't be my friend anymore?
Why don't you just try and find out?
Because of what I've just been trying to tell you.
Look, do you have some kind of martyr complex or something?
No, of course not.
Do you like keeping all this bottled up and feeling tragic?
That isn't the point.
Of course it's the point. So make a decision. Either be a martyr or do something.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right.
Okay, I'll do it.
Hallelujah.
I'll talk to her. I'll come right out. I'll lay my cards right there on the table and I'll... Are you sure about this?
Oh, man.
I have this theory, you see. My theory is that Bart Simpson is actually Finnish.
Yeah?
Absolutely. He spent his young years playing chess, so people kept calling him a weenie. This gave him his altitude problem.
Oh.
I said something wrong?
It's attitude problem.
Oh, sounds even worse. Poor Bart.
So, how's the recycling program going?
Not bad, as a matter of fact.
We showed the petition to the principal, and he agreed that the school should have recycling bins.
Well, that's excellent. It's good to know that we've succeeded.
We?
Well, yes. I've been talking it up quite a bit, persuading people to support the program, that sort of thing.
Well, it's nice to know we can count on you for help.
Absolutely.
Especially since there's one small... What's the word I want?
Catch.
That's the one.
Zimmerman's given us permission to install the bins, but we're going to have to build them first. So, we're organizing a work party for after school.
I see.
So we'll see you here at 3 o'clock?
Oh, well, of course. I'd love to. Oh, no, not this afternoon. I can't.
Let me guess. Dentist appointment.
Oh, no. I'd be happy to cancel something like that. I promised my mom I'd help her repaint the kitchen.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Drag. Some other time, then.
What would we do without Brooke?
Courtney, listen. Do you have a minute?
Sure, I guess.
Then listen. There's something... I'm not quite sure how to start here. I mean, I'm really not sure how to start. But the fact is... Well, basically, Courtney, look.
Sometimes
I still wonder if it can work out between me and Dylan.
I beg your pardon?
After everything he did, I'm not sure I can even forgive him. But even so...
No, just a sec.
I know what you're going to say, but I can't help thinking. Maybe that stuff between Dylan and Brooke really wasn't that serious in the first place. I mean, she rejected him totally, didn't she? She dumped all over him.
Courtney...
And on top of everything else, he probably needs someone to be there for him after everything that's happened. So I think I've decided, Jake. I think maybe I'll give him just one last chance. What do you think?
Right.
The more I think about it, the more I realize I just don't want to do it at all.
Oh, right, I can see that.
I mean, running for student council president would be an honor, but it'd also be an awful lot of work, and you know me, Cal, I'm already incredibly busy.
Oh, absolutely.
But even so, if people really want me to run, then I guess I just can't let them down, can I?
No, I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. I mean, you can't let everyone down. You're just not that sort of person.
Well, so all things considered, I guess I'll make the sacrifice and run.
I knew you'd make that sacrifice, Brooke. Somehow I just knew it.
Which means, well, it might be nice if my friends start laying a little groundwork. You know, before I make the announcement, start spreading the word that I'm thinking of running, since so many people are asking me to.
Sounds good. Sure. Maybe some of your friends will start doing that. Oh, I see. You want me to start spreading the word. Oh.
We're just a little slow today, aren't we, Kel?
Sorry, Brooke. And don't worry. I'd be just delighted to help you out. I mean, after all, just what are good friends for?
Like I told Jake, it doesn't have anything to do with me.
Right.
Except it does have something to do with me. Because Williams is only doing this because he doesn't like me.
Pat, I don't think that's true.
Oh, come on. First he climbs all over my case because he says I'm not working hard enough in practice. Then he tries to bench me.
Maybe he's just trying to push you into being a better player. To be the best you can be.
Listen to this. I'm having lunch with an armed forces commercial.
I'm just saying.
And now he's restructuring the offense, so I don't even have a role.
Of course you have a role. It's just a different one. A balanced offense doesn't mean...
How would you know? You don't even play basketball.
But I spent half of my life listening to you talk about it, so I think I've picked up something.
Look, I don't want to start a fight with you.
Great. Then don't.
I'm just telling you. It's time I had this out with Williams. For the sake of the team. So that's what I'm going to do. Are you going to say something or what?
What's the point? You're just going to do what you want anyway. So go do it.
Dylan? You got a minute?
What's on your mind?
Listen, I don't know if I've had the chance to tell you. Sorry about the concert. That's really a drag.
It's also old news.
Right. And it's not really what I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah?
I'd kind of like to talk to you about Courtney.
What about her?
I guess that's what I'm asking. What's going on with you two?
Nothing.
That's not what Courtney thinks.
So is that my problem?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is your problem. Look, Dylan, Courtney's a good friend of mine. And as far as I can see, she's just getting royally jerked around by you.
Is that so?
Yeah, so there's something I want to tell you. Just leave her alone.
Want to do me a favor, Jake? Want to do yourself a favor, too? Keep your nose out of my business.
Student council president? Is Brooke actually serious about that?
She's not only serious, she's got her heart set on it. She gets 1 A+ on a paper that somebody else wrote for her, and all of a sudden she decides she's a student leader.
It's totally bizarre.
It's Brooke.
I always looked up to her. Always. How could I have been so blind?
You're her little sister.
I mean, I knew she could be a little snobby, a little stuck up. But I didn't know she was...
A total egomaniac.
It's bizarre.
Well, Brooke's friends have always known what Brooke's like.
And you know what's really bizarre? She'll probably get elected.
Think so?
Why not? Brooke always gets what she wants.
Maybe. On the other hand, the election's still a couple of weeks away, which means there's still plenty of time for something to go wrong.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing in particular, just an observation. But, why don't we just wait and see what happens?
So how'd it go?
How'd what go?
You're meeting with the coach.
Oh, right.
Hey, Matt. See you at the game tomorrow night.
Yeah, sure. You bet.
Counting on you, big guy. 20 points at least.
Absolutely. Piece of cake.
Did you have the meeting or what?
Oh, yeah. I laid things right on the line. I told Williams that he was making a total mistake and that I wasn't going to sit back and let him do it.
You said that?
Those words exactly. And a whole lot more. I got kicked off the team.
You're kidding, right?
If I was, you'd be the first to know.
Williams kicked you off the team? You mean just for a couple of days or something?
No, for good. I'm history. Pretty hilarious, huh?
But what did he say?
Oh, a bunch of things. Got a lot off his chest. I'll bet he feels a lot better now. Called me a few names. Hot dog, prima donna, that sort of thing. Told me he doesn't care how many points I score. If I don't want to be a team player, then I'm no good to him. Then he said something about hoping I'd learn from this lesson. And gave me the boot.
I knew something like this was going to happen.
Yeah? You psychic or something?
You just don't start a confrontation with a guy like that. I mean, I don't want to say I told you so.
Then don't say it.
Buddy, look. Don't get down on yourself. The guy had no right playing off the handle like that.
Yeah? So tell him.
It's crazy. So what if you guys don't get along? You're the best player on the team. Williams knows that. Everyone does. And now he checks you off the team right before the playoffs?
We really had a chance to win the whole thing. The team was just starting to gel.
I know.
It was my last year in junior varsity. It would have been really nice to win something. I mean, you work hard all season. You bust yourself. Then you finally make it to the playoffs and... What the heck, huh? It happened. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Just hang on. Maybe if you talk to him tomorrow, after he's cooled down.
Forget it. I'm not gonna beg.
I'm not talking about begging. I'm just...
Forget it. Forget Williams. Forget basketball. It's Friday night, right? And there's a party to go to.
I guess, but...
And I'll tell you something, buddy. Tonight, I'm really gonna party.
What are you doing? What's it look like I'm doing? When people arrive, they're gonna want something to munch on.
But it's only 5:30. Nobody's gonna be here for another 3 hours.
So I'm getting everything ready ahead of time.
The chips are going to have mold on them.
You could stop nitpicking and give me a hand if you wanted.
Well, if we're gonna do something, let's at least do something useful. Like, maybe find a place to stash the TV and VCR.
What for?
What do you mean, what for? So they don't get wrecked.
It's just a party, Billy. It's not an alien invasion or anything.
But even so, what if things get out of hand?
Things don't get out of hand. Trust me.
That's easy for you to say, but I'm the one who's got to live here. And what am I supposed to tell Dad if the VCR goes through the window?
Tell him the aliens invaded.
I'm serious.
Oh, don't be so paranoid. Billy, what do you think? Do you think Dylan will come?
Dylan?
I left a note in his locker telling him he's welcome.
You're kidding.
Why would I be kidding?
Because, look, there's no way he'll come. After what happened, he probably never wants to see me again.
That's not true. Besides, maybe he'd be coming to see me.
But what am I supposed to say to him if he does come? I mean, I'm the one who... It was all my fault that his concert got canceled.
No, it wasn't your fault.
It was, Courtney, and what am I supposed to... Oh, great.
I can't believe Mr. Williams would do that.
What? You think I'm just making it up?
No, of course not. It's just... Matt, I'm really, really sorry.
It's no big deal.
It is a big deal. And you don't have to pretend it isn't. I know how much it meant to you, being captain of the basketball team. And you don't have to hide the way you feel. Not in front of me.
Do you want me to burst into tears or something?
No, of course not.
Start bawling?
Matt, listen. Let's just skip that party tonight, okay?
What for?
Let's just go somewhere by ourselves. Spend some time together.
We can spend some time together at the party.
That's not what I mean.
I've been looking forward to this party all week. I mean, if you don't want to come with me, then...
No, of course I'll come with you.
Suit yourself.
Okay, do you want to drop by my place around 8? We'll walk over.
I don't know. I got a few things to do. Maybe I'll just meet you at the party around 8:30?
If you want, but I'd rather go together.
Whoa, I gotta run. I'll see you later.
So, have you seen him?
Matt? Not since this morning.
Neither have I. So, how do you think he's taking it?
How do you think? That was his whole image, being Mr. Basketball Hotshot.
Yeah, you're right. It's really tragic, isn't it?
Totally. It's actually pretty hilarious when you think about it. First, Dylan's concert gets canceled, and then Matt gets kicked off the basketball team. Maybe they should form a club. Losers are us.
Well, it's good to see that you're not too upset.
Why would I be upset?
Well, you know, the two men in your life.
Oh, come off it.
Well, until a few days ago, you were going out with Dylan.
We merely talked about going out.
And you used to have quite the crush on Matt?
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Matt was the one who had the crush on you.
Exactly. And you want to know the truth? I'm glad he got kicked off the basketball team. Serves him right. Matt Walker has a major ego problem. And I can't stand people like that.
Ashley, hi.
Hi.
Where's Matt?
He isn't here yet? Well, then I guess he's on his way.
I thought you guys would be coming together.
I know. He said he'd meet me here.
So, how is he?
Ashley, nice to see you.
Is anything wrong?
No, I don't think so. What should be wrong?
Oh, we were just wondering, since Matt doesn't seem to be with you.
He said he'd be here around 8:30.
Then I'll probably turn up any second. I'll put this in the bedroom for you.
Thanks. So, how is Matt?
We heard about what happened. We were both really upset.
He's fine. Obviously, he's a little upset.
Just a little upset.
He may be trying to hide it, but he's got to be pretty devastated.
Yes, it's exactly what he'd try to do. Hide his real feelings.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Well... So where is he, anyway? I'm not sure.
You mean he sort of disappeared?
Look, I think I'm gonna go see us in the kitchen.
So, what do you think?
Looks like this could be getting interesting. What a pleasant surprise.
Yeah,
So, how are you, Dylan?
fine. You?
Oh, just fine, thanks.
Good to hear.
Cal, look who's here.
Hi, Dylan.
Well, I guess I better let you go mingle.
Hi, Dylan. I'm really glad you came. I was starting to worry that you wouldn't.
Why wouldn't I?
Well, because it just might have felt awkward since the concert was canceled and everything.
You figured I'd be too embarrassed to show my face?
No, nothing like that.
Afraid to look people in the eye or something?
I'm sorry, I
No,
didn't...
I got no problem seeing people. Of course, you don't want to see me. I can leave right now.
Of course not. I'm really glad to see you, Dylan, and I really want to talk about things, too.
Courtney.
Dylan, look, I'm just really sorry.
Just forget about it.
No, I can't just forget about it. It was all my fault. I tried to talk to the principal, but...
Look, just stop apologizing, would you? Because it's way too late for that.
Dylan, wait.
Would you just leave me alone?
But I'm just...
Just let go of my arm and stop bugging me. I don't like being grabbed, and I don't want to talk about anything. Can't you get it through your head? I'm just not interested.
Oh, Courtney, I'm sorry.
I can't believe he just said those things to you. Just leave me alone.
No, you have to be with your friends right now. What is it?
Oh, it's awful.
Dylan just said the most horrible things to Courtney.
Just everybody leave me alone.
Ashley, wait.
Not now, Jake. This is important.
No, this is important.
What's going on?
It's Matt.
Where is he? Something happened? Jake, what is it?
He's in trouble. He's in really bad trouble. And we don't have time to talk. You've got to come with me. Now.
Se1Epis10 is now on Nick every weekday.
You're kidding.
Nope, the saga continues tomorrow. So tune in and you'll see it.
That's the whole point.
Se1Epis10, weekdays at 5:30, right after Hey Dude, only on Nickelodeon. Now, stay tuned for What Would You Do? Next on Nick.